So today what we're going to talk about is what is the Kalachakra? Basically, as we said, Kalachakra is famous, scholars' interest, normal people interest, religious people interest, non-religious people interest, yet nobody knows exactly what it means, the Kalachakra. So we're not going to talk too much extensive way, but we can talk more simple way. Simple and understandable. So Kala means many ways you can understand, but it's a whale. Whale means no end, no beginning. This means circle. Circle means always there, something, never ending, never finish. Nothing's finish, nothing's vanish. Even appearance level finishes something, but it's not manifest something else. Shows that the all phenomenon is like that, showing is that. So that's important to understand. Time means, there's something urgent. Something is even always there. Still, you're not going to be lazy and procrastinate. It's not about that. There's always something you appreciate. There's always something you should recognize. You should appreciate. You should take urgent. You should take serious. Serious doesn't mean no joy, that kind of serious, okay? I'm not talking about no joy, absence of joy of serious. I'm not talking about that, but you take meaningful. You take meaningful. Every moment you take meaningful. That's important. That's one level. The other level, we have to understand the time is imputation. There's time is such thing beyond time. Okay, one level is everything impermanent, everything changes. Never stay one way, ever, anything at all whatsoever. But at the same time, if you can go beyond that, then there's unchanged, permanent, blissful, perfect time. So Kalachakra shows this. So Kalachakra, this name capsulates all samsara world, and in all enlightened world is capitalized. Why important to capitalize? Because important to know the interconnectedness. Even if the samsara is meaningless, some ways is meaningless, ultimately meaningless, but still you can make meaningful temporarily. So as much as you temporarily make meaningful, that make more connect with the enlightened world. So showing like that way. Okay, that's where you can understand simple way. Then Kalachakra is not just deity, not just our body, not just the universe, but all the interconnectedness. That's we have to understand. How we can understand interconnectedness? Vajrayana path. The Vajrayana path is always based on pure perception. So the higher level of pure perception, everything is enlightened, everything is deities. That may be hard, not everybody can do it, but less judgmental as possible, less discrimination is possible, right? Otherwise, you have no smell of Vajrayana at all. We are Tibetans are nation of Vajrayana nation, known as Vajrayana nation, but individually Do you have any Vajrayana smell? Do you have any Vajrayana taste? Anything? So you consider if it's very judgmental, if it's very discriminate, if it's like that, that means zero Vajrayana. Zero Vajrayana. So Kalachakra, if you're interested in Kalachakra, that is the most important. That's the foundation. And then do you interest others well-being? Do you interest in the world, or you just only interest in yourself? You know, small yourself. So if we interest only small ourselves, then we are stuck forever in the samsara. That's happened in the past, and will this way happen. But if we interest in the world, interest in others, then this is the way of Kalachakra. This is the way of Vajrayana. This is the way of Golden Age. This is the way of Shambhala Pure Land. This is the way of the prophecies of the Buddha. How is the Golden Age, perfect world possible? So that's why I think this is the most important, Kalachakra. Okay, then. So today we talk about a little bit what Kalachakra, how happens the Kalachakra. Okay, in the history. Let's say Buddha Shakyamuni means one level of Buddha, not the entirety of Buddha. One level of Buddha and no more level, we can say lower level, Buddha Shakyamuni. Born as Indian prince, but seems not very big prince, just small prince. So they have to marry uncle's daughter. Buddha have to marry uncle's daughter. So what that shows? That shows his parents, his family, they are so ordinary and so no more power of hungry of the world. So that's why you try to marry somebody, don't care is a relative or not. So that level is easy to see for us is okay, it's lower level. I'm not talking about the Buddha himself, lower level, okay? But the manifestation is the lower level. We can see this because come like that kind of family in that environment. Then what makes people impress? What does make people impress? Everybody, power of hungry, power of desire, wealth and like hungry and kingdom fighting each other. Somebody not interested in this, right? Zero interest in this, the opposite that is got impressed. So what Buddha did is that way. So that is the Patimoksha way. You against the desire, you against the everything normal humans pursue. You are the opposite. Buddha went that way. And he impressed many people, means he liberate many people, liberate many sentient beings. That is Buddha's one level. But the other's Buddha level is more than human. He can manifest many other beings, not only human beings. So that's why when he talk about teaching about Mahayana, there is many types of beings he talking. So that is Mahayana level of Buddha. Okay, the most high level of Buddha is manifestation of Kalachakra, 24 arm, 1,600 deities of mandala and above, and the bottom 720, whatever you call this deity mandala, this one. Then Buddha taught all the Tantra from not Buddha Shakyamuni, Indian person. No, he taught, okay, not that level, the Kalachakra level, with union with Vishwamata, and 4 phases, and taught the 4 class of Tantra. So he taught that way, as a Kalachakra teaching, and the other Tantras as secondary. He taught that way. Who taught who? He taught all different beings this time? No. This time he taught very, very civilized, very, very spiritually civilized beings. Only Shambhala beings. Okay? So that taught. Who requested? To Jantra, the Shambhala versus the Dharma. Okay? So, how many of them there? They said the Shambhala sages, 3.5 million sages. The main important is Suchantra and many other Dharmakins, sages. He taught them Kalachakra Tantra. So okay, what is the Shambhala then? People usually don't understand Shambhala. People are very confused. Why? Because on the text say, sounds like in this earth, some part of this earth. Written like you can interpret it like that way. So that's why people think, oh, somewhere in the earth, and we try to find, and in our history, many people try it. But the misunderstanding, I think, why they can happen, Shambhala, from the beginning, yes, could be on this earth. It could be very civilized kingdom on this earth. But I think the confusion people is, after Kalachakra introduced, transcended. This small kingdom transcended. Transcended means become another dimension, not our dimension. That people don't understand. Why people don't understand? Because when you don't have experience, you just have to rely on the text information. So text, you can't find that. So anyway, transcended through the Kalachakra Tantra, because the Kalachakra Tantra is so special. So why Buddha choose Shambhala beings? Because they have this potential. Not only this potential, but they slowly can mission to really liberate our world. That's why. Then Suchandra, as the first Dharmakin, after they have 7 Dharmakins. Total with him is 8. That means range of Dharmakins. Dharmakins means their interest in number 1 is Dharma, not the worldly power. Not worldly luxury. No more kins what they interest. If the good kin, maybe second he can kinder. Number 1, himself, his position, and his family, his family. And then if it's good kin, the second you care about the kingdom. But kingdom care about samsara way, not dharma way. If this kin believes dharma, then is dharma is at least number 10th or something. Okay, 10th priority. But Shambhala Dharma kin means number one is dharma. Number one priority is dharma, liberation, people. And then no more things, the kingdom just comes naturally, comes along. So these dharma kins, 8 dharma kins, 7 dharma kins total. Yeah, Suchandra, the father, if we count it, then is 8. Otherwise, 7 dharma. In well-known 7 dharma count. During this time, Shambhala is huge, okay? So, how long take the Buddhism travel to the world? How long took? 2,500 years, right? So Shambhala also, our 1,000 years, took 1,000 years complete in the Shambhala realm. Because Shambhala is a million times bigger than this world. Okay? So that way happened. After 7 dharma kins, then you have the 8th one is Manjuyasha. He made all his time, he reached all Shambhala, entirety Shambhala. Okay? 8th reign of Dharma, king, his time. So he made all one family and one Vajra family. Okay? So from then we don't call Dharma kin, we call Kalki. Okay, Rigdan. Tibetan call Rigdan, Sanskrit call Kalki. So which means ultimate democracy. But our democracy is we rely on normal people. Right? Normal people have no understanding proper. And they have a bias, discrimination, mind. But Shambhala democracy is all beings, they have realization. So that's why they understand, they choose that Dharma kin. It's not through the, like word and fight, not that way. Is they understand he is the best to lead us. Everybody 100% to happy to lead us in tremendous respect. Because why? 10th level of Bodhisattva. That's why. All Karkis are 10 level of Bodhisattva. So that's why. So that way, Shambhala, the Kalachakra flourished into the Shambhala that many years. When did it come to earth? 11th Karki's time. 11th means Karki Ajra. In ancient, they translated Gyaka. Gyaka means hard to conquer. But the modern, some people find out his translation is better to say Aja. Because Aja means Markiba. Markiba means never born. Unborn. Okay, name. Okay, his reign time, we had enough merit to Kalachakra transmit in this world. So who did it? Manju Vajra. In India, Manju Vajra, incredible great parents, has called son Manju Vajra. He has Yedam deity message, say, find Kalki and find teachings from Shambhala. So 100% believe devotion, went 6 months work, and later met a manifest emanation of Kalki. Emanation of Kalki, you met and give him teachings. He practiced 6 months, then he has a magical power, can travel to Shambhala. Okay? Magical power, travel Shambhala. Usually people imagine, oh, I fly to go to Shambhala. But not necessarily like that way. And more likely, he's meditating in the cave. But his mind can travel another dimension. And then you go to Shambhala. And then Shambhala, you have communication in another dimension, communication. You found Dharma teachings. So that means he stayed there only a month or whatever, or week. In our eyes, okay, his body there only week. But in his time in Shambhala, it could be many years. Whatever, this part didn't say very clear how long it took, but whatever he found Shambhala, he found Kalachakra, transmitted. They said some of them he wrote checks, some of them memorized. So come back. Come back. He didn't, oh, I found this, and he didn't tell everybody. He found the most popular, qualified 12 students, the only 12 disciples. He taught them, and they all practice, all become rainbow body, all of them. 100% of the disciples become rainbow body, but only 100% means only 12. Okay? So, but before rainbow body, one of the disciple, he decided to teach others. So his name is called Sherab. Sherab. Okay? You know, the well-known Naropa is a disciple of Sherab. One of the Naropa. Naropa is only one normal one, not even the excellent one. Okay? So, and he taught Kalachakra many. And also he debate on the Kalachakra. Nalanda University, that time is the most incredible scholars there. So he made a poster. If you don't know Kalachakra, don't even think you know Dharma. So that big statement to all the scholars. So then the scholars try to debate him, but of course impossible, because he knows Kalachakra, he not intellectually knows, he knows more than intellect. So others don't know Kalachakra. The others know no more Dharma, not Kalachakra. That's why. Okay? And he transmitted to the Bodhabhata. So Bodhabhata is the one of the Nalanda leader, head of Nalanda. Okay? And he transmit Somanatha. Somanatha born as Kashmir. And his father is like Muslim, his mother is Buddhist. So mother requests to study Buddhism. He did Buddhism study incredibly. He said one breath time he can do 16 verses can memorize. One breath time. Okay? One circle breath. Okay? So, and not only that, he has good realization and everything. Then finally he found Kalachakra is the most unbelievable. So he did get on that, and then he practiced. And then another Shambhala Kalki told him, prophesied him, go to Tibet. You can make a big difference there. So then he went to Tibet 3 times. So that's our lineage, how transmit from India. Okay, first, Shambhala, Tujapa Chembo, Jambi Dorji. Second, Shirbata. Third, Bodhbata. Fourth, Somanatha. You see, only four. Only four in India, and then in Tibet. Tibet who? To who? To this called Drolotawa, Tibetan person. Drolotawa Sherab Gyaltsen. Okay. So this lineage called Drol lineage. Okay. Later on Kalachakra, many lineages come, but the Drol lineage is the most well-known practice realization lineage. Ra lineage, another called Ra lineage, is the most intellect well-known. Okay. But in total, some people said 21 different translations come. Okay. So this, the most important is the Drol lineage. So, but because Somanatha, because the others transmit means mostly like intellect, like, so didn't know 100% the value, maybe, I don't know. That's why it didn't last long. Okay. So this one, Drolotawa Sherab Gyaltsen. And then Drolotawa Sherab Gyaltsen called Lama Harji Gomba. Lama Harji Gomba and Drolotawa, they give everything. They dedicate everything they want their possession for Kalachakra. That's why they have incredible realization. Okay, and then Lama Harji Gomba, Lama Dorson Namsal. Okay, the third one, Lama Dorson Namsal. And then Lama Dorchin Yomoba. Okay, Lama Dorchin Yomoba. Then Lama Dorchin Yomoba's son, he's Timchok Dharmashora. Timchok Dharmashora, his son. Okay, Kalachakra doesn't not have to go through monks. It's never be the monks. We're talking about all of them is not monks. Okay, they are Vajrayana masters. They are not monks. Monks means we have simple idea. I mean, if you understand monk means some big meanings, then maybe okay. But in this world, monk means simple idea. Very simple. Not that ones. Not that monk. Okay. So his son, Timchok Dharmashora. Timchok Dharmashora, he transmitted, he has 3 children, but the big one is a daughter called Magic Turk. She is a recognized Turku. Okay. They said she is very beautiful and she is very naughty, and when she's young. But then later on, she realized, oh, what is the real meaning? And then she becomes the lineage master, lineage holder. Okay. Magic Turk after then, Magic Turk now is like 11th holder. And then from the Sujanda, if you count, Sujanda went to Shambhala, remember? Then count, she's 11th. Then 12th, 3rd, 14th holder one is the Khentrul Rinpoche. That time become name of Jonang. Before that, there's don't call Jonang. Remember, 6 yoga lineage, known as a 6 yoga lineage. Okay, remember? Okay, 13 lineages time, not called Jonang, is 6 yoga lineage. And the 14th time, Khentrul Rinpoche, he made a monastery, permanent resident. that place called Chomo Nagman Gyalmo. Chomo means venerable, like female you venerate it, called venerable. So Chomo Nagman Gyalmo is the one of the 5 Teramas. 5 sisters. There's one of this is Jomanang Valley. Okay. So that's her mountain. That means is mountain. And believe she's in there. Okay. So that is considered very, very holy place. Guru Rinpoche, Machi Rima, many, many holy beings practiced that place before Jonang. And the Jonang, the spirit, mountain spirit, local spirit, and then the resident people, everybody invite Khentrul Rinpoche, please, to make resident here. So then he made resident, monastery. Jomanang, Jomo, Nagman Gyalmo, right? That's the mountain, the holy mountain. Nang means inside, valley, inside valley. That valley is Jonang, okay? Jomo, inside, Jomanang. So then called Jonang, okay? So they Khentrul Rinpoche, he is the first made Jonang name, and he taught the Dharma, Kalachakra. Then Khentrul Rinpoche is the that his teacher Kin Churko. He's the 14th, and him is the 15th. Okay, Khentrul Rinpoche is 15th. Then 16th, 17th, 16th Shansim Gyarayeshi. Then 17th Kitsen Jonang Gyaltsen. And then 18th Dolpopa Sherab Gyaltsen. So Dolpopa make huge differences. The all others, incredible practitioners, they did make huge differences, not only themselves and the disciples, but it's not like incredible everybody know. I mean, at that time, of course, but then the time is past, and then not too much. But then Dolpopa come, then becomes make differences. How Dolpopa come is Dolpopa is not Jonang, but first he studied everywhere, mostly Sakya, and then he become everybody. He debate everywhere. Then he knows everything. So then people called him omniscient one. So that's very special, because usually your disciples or your groups, and they call your party, people call omniscient or some such titles. That is normal. But random people make huge title. That is very exception. So Dolpopa, that happens. But then Dolpopa one time come to the Jonang, then he realized, oh, they know very well Dharma is more intellect. And he know that the Jonang retreat people, they're not intellect. But they are so great, they know the ultimate truth, your Buddha nature. So he realized that. So then he wanted to dedicate there. So sometimes Sakyabhas say, oh, Jonang is our part of Sakya. The Jonang and Sakya do have the lineage link, yes. But that's not only Sakyabha. We have everywhere, each other have lineage link. Lineage link does not mean they are the same tradition. What does make difference is tradition is your view is very different. So Dolpopa's view challenges everybody. Basically, he saying the others not understand fully Dharma, Buddha's teachings. So he made huge statements, okay? Their argument. It's not sake of ego, okay? It's sake of compassion. It's compassion, out of compassion. So, but of course, some people can't take that way. Ego hurts. So, anyway, Dolpopa is well known, become well known. Other traditions want to come and to debate him, then become his disciple. Why? They try to first debate, but then if they realize, oh, he is the real omniscient. Oh my God, what I'm doing. So sorry. I'm so humble. So shameful. So that's why they become like that. So that's why Dolpopa has 14 disciples. 14 disciples. He has, of course, thousands of disciples, but the 14 is the very important, extraordinary. 14 come from everywhere, come from other traditions. Okay. So that's why Dolpopa is well known. One time I heard, on YouTube or somewhere, Western scholars, they studied all the Tibetan scholars, Tsongkhapa and Dolpopa, and they're talking. Because they are not biased, right? They are not biased because they're just interested in study. Because they should not be biased because they're just Westerners. So they don't care which Tibetan is better or not. But then they say the argument they're talking about this and this, and they understand so well. But they said they're more likely they like Dolpopa's approach, So like that, I think that everybody understands. Then they have to like Dolpopa's. If of course some karmic connection they cannot deal with this, so they have to go other way. But more likely, if it's very intelligent and very logical, you have to go that way. Why? Because Dolpopa's way is the perfect Buddha nature within yourself. And his all points is making that point. So who cannot accept that? Who would like to have, we have no potential? The others just saying very vaguely, and sometimes it means nothingness, become like that. So that's why it's very clear. Okay, so Khentrul Dolpopa. After that, if you want to go more non-lineages, then is Khentrul Rinpoche Gyaltsen. Khentrul Rinpoche Gyaltsen. Dolpopa is born. He lives in 14th and 15th century. 1492 he born, and he lived 70 years, I think. Okay. And then continue his lineage, going, none generations, or it's not generation, but none that is for disciple, what you call. So this way, 9 times he go, then Taranatha come. So Taranatha is incredible well known because he has 500 of high Vajrayana teachings other people don't know. Any other Tibetans don't know. He has that. because he remembers past life Indian master, Nakposhopa, Trichin Nakposhopa. I can't remember Sanskrit name. So he can know Sanskrit, and he meet many Indian masters, other people meet. So he made teachings, so much Vajrayana teachings, so many explanations. The other people cannot explain things. And so many empowerments all gathered together. He made so many, and nowadays not Jonang only, everybody using this. Now, some people using this, some people add on this and more based on his this. Other people make more like that. Everything basis always source is Taranata. So that's why he's incredible well known. Even his Dharma story, India. Indians have to rely on this today. Can you believe that? Okay. So that his realization is incredible. That's why Taranatha. And from the Taranatha, then we have Taranatha's name is another name Kanganyabo, another name called Tashi Jamson, the other name called Doreen Gombo, many names, okay? Taranatha is a well-known name. From him to Ngonjang Rinchen Jamso, his disciple Ngonjang Rinchen Jamso, and then this disciple Kitablodu Namjar. So from this, they all up to Tibet, okay? Up to Tibet, up to the 7th, 18th century. 17th, 18th century, and then they made this lineage made to Zamtang place, is where my lamas come from. But before that, Zamtang, yes, before that, even Dolpopa's time, Dolpopa prophesies in the future, Jonang go there, that area, follow rush there. So, and then one of his disciples went there and founded the monastery in Zamtang first. There's two centuries later, then Taranatha's. So they have 3 monasteries in Zamtang. So the new one called Sangwa. So my lamas come from the new one, Sangwa. Okay. Then Sangwa Lotu Namgyar and Kitab Lotu Namgyar. And then 13 differences go. That means becomes 20, 42, 42nd the Vajra master, according to my lineage, is my root lama. And I am the 43. Okay, so like that way. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my lama and his lama. From there, a little bit. Okay. So his lama is Ngawang Tabji. Ngawang Tabji's teacher for Ngawang Chunzen Jamso. Okay. Ngawang Chunzen Jamso. There's so many stories. It's like magical stories. Okay. But I just tell you 1 or 2 today. So Ngawang Chunzen Jamso. First, when he's like just young monk, that time, I'll tell you one story. One day they went to puja family. The family is poor, so they have to give, the fire puja. They have to give a lot of, buttermilk. But there's no, buttermilk, so they kind of embarrassed. So made put water container water and then butter in the top. Butter melted in the top. And then, so that means they hope they don't realize, right? But then if he put this butter and water together in the fire, then fire is going to die, right? So the Nga Chuning Jamso, he's small young monk, he doing karma yoga. Karma, what do you call it? Karma master, the work, okay? Which means the monk chanting and some doing, before he Yomo do tormatek like this. He doing this. Then he knew that, and he just put like this, ups and down. The container ups and down he put there. But then what happens when he come? All water is gone, and the butter is still there. So he used this one. So then the other monk is very amazed that, oh, this is magic. Okay, because water is on the butter is the top, they can go together, but didn't go. Butter just stay there, water is gone. Go on the floor. Okay, stay like that. And then that time, then he's a little bit grow, then everybody, believe he's very special like that. So that time, something people very respected, incredible power, they send it to Golok, my region. Why send it to there? Because they have huge pujas, they have to have a lot of cost to do this. So for this, they send a lama, or lama, lansap. So what they have to do, lansaps have to do, that place, somebody have everybody's problem, you have to solve everybody's problem. I mean, if you have this crazy person, you have solved that problem. Somebody sick, you have solved the problem. Somebody die, you have to solve this consciousness to transfer on the pure land. All of them, that's job. This one they choose, that's who is the best, and then one time choose him, and then send it with some his sister monks, send them. So one time they chanting somebody's family. One of the village leader family come and said, he's died. Our leader died, you must come. But the Lama said, okay, but I'm not coming today. I'm not coming tomorrow. Maybe I'll come day after tomorrow. Because usually you have to go straight away. While somebody died, the most important, urgent, you have to go straight away to do the poa, transfer your consciousness. But he said, I'm not coming today. I'm not coming tomorrow. I'm coming day after tomorrow. So they don't know why, and they can't say anything, so they just go back. And then the day after tomorrow, suddenly he told his assistant, quick, ready, we have to go quick. And then they try to very fast, try to ready, but then he just go on very fast on the horse. And usually they said he can't ride horse very well, but that day he just go so far, run, and they couldn't even catch. And when he arrived their family, he already come and drink tea, already done, eating and everything done. The monk is that slow because he ran that quick. They said, big ice, winter, rivers, ice, big ice. You can't go horse, don't go this, But he just, all of them crossed and gone. The horse is even not a slipper, some reason. So then say he went that way. And then he said, oh, make the Rahula Torma. Huh? Students, why Rahula Torma? If somebody die, we have to be doing poa. Why Rahula Dharma? And but they don't know it, so then they can't say to Lama. So okay, they just made a Rahula Dharma, and then he chant the Rahula Dharma Patakra chant, like this. And then chanting. Sometimes looks like he's sleeping, not really chanting. Like this. Then them, the assistant monks chanted. Then one time they said, this dead person is moving. Moving. Oh my God, this is moving. They're moving, they're scared, like in the past there's something called dead person moving and get up and then become demon, like that kind of. So they're very scared. But the Lama, no, it's okay, keep going. And then eventually he just wake up. And then he just come and sit next to them. And then he talked to them. He said he feels like many horse riding people taking him, and they run like this, run many days. They say far away something very deep mountains like this and red mountains. They say if we get there, then it's okay, but they couldn't get there, and always some kind of like a big bird always attacking them like that. But then one time slowly, then he saw is like one lama coming. Then the lama looks like you, he said, And then lama did something, they fell. He said he fell up to the from the horse. And then he said, then I didn't know what happened. Then just wake up here. So that means he knew he's not dead. He's taken by sun, we call it sun, the red spirit. So we have that many stories. So like that happens. He knew everything. So, and then when later his life, and he stay in the high mountain, and then retreat there, and then very, very genuine, sincere practitioners. He took us as a disciple, and then practice there like that. So they have, of course, he has many disciples, but he has very important few disciples. He told them, he predicted them. Say one is the Bamda Gelak Jamso. Okay, Bamda Gelak Jamso. If you don't know, he has like 40 texts composed. But he predicted him, you should write the commentaries of Kalachakra, Six Yogas, or Kalachakra teachings, many things you should write. He suggested him that. He said, you have that ability. So then he said, one is disciple, you just whole life, you do pujas, do big pujas, everybody. That's good for you. And then one, he said, you have very big potential, but you don't have very long life. And then another one, he said, one is, he said, you are the best in the future, you become like me. But probably you're not enough the age to stay like that long. Then he become one of the Vajra master of Sangha later on, but he died early. So one Lama Tangrap, he said, you become Vajra master, you go back to Shayar monastery and to do Vajra master, do their teaching this practice. And you will do well. So that's my Lama's Lama. No, Tambarabji. Okay. No, Tambarabji, we have many stories. No, Tambarabji also have many stories. They said, when he looked at them when his old ages, when people look there, he just doing nothing, just all day sit down, just doing nothing. Look like doing nothing, but he always in the samadhi, of course. So incredible experiences. Sometimes he is his Dharma's brother. Once they met together and they talk each other, that time they talk their incredible experiences. Some people listen behind. They heard a few things. Otherwise, they never tell anybody. So like that. So I tell you, for instance, the current Jonang leader, Jime Dorje, when parents came to the Lama Tambarabji, at that morning, he told, very early morning, he told his attendants, today, please make everything clean and make everything nice, tea and everything make new, everything clean. Today we have important guests coming. There's no way he knows, and no way the other people tell, nothing, impossible. But he just said that. Because that time, no television, nothing, no guest. Every guest, he knows that attendance. So there's nobody tell him. There's no phone. So he's very surprised and doing this and this. He said, coming, is coming? No, not yet, not yet. Then finally, the far away is can't go come. Some horse riding is coming. Oh yeah, okay, this one. And then this arrived, that young boy. That time he's a young boy. Then father tells some story, but then he said, "Oh, no need story. He is the Sanghakamrang. This Vajra master, the reincarnation. He's this. He just know. He's just 100%. He knows. So like that. So yeah, my Lama in 14 years old, he's family poor. They don't want to be monk because they have to work hard. They want him work hard. And they believe he's very brave, work hard man. So the family won't do that, but he's 14 years old, he ran away to that Lama. Then he practiced first week after preliminary finish, okay? Not before preliminary. After all preliminaries finish, first week Winsome, he has 10 science, come 1 week, okay? So my Lama, of course, the best student of his Tambarabjis. He has a few other Vajra masters, but my Lama is probably the most. So, okay, if you guys didn't know my Lama story, then after he practiced that 3 years, then he have to go back to the family and help family many years, because they are poor. So he can't do retreat, continue. But he's so diligent, he just doing all the time. As much as found time, he just doing. So until he's 30, okay, he couldn't find full time. But during his 30 years old, he found time, one time, he studied 1 year. He studied 1 year, like the scholar, I'm talking about academics, okay? Academic studies. When he studied Buddhism, academic studies, logic and distance. Other people's like 50 years study like that, he can understand 1 year. But also, then he got the leprosy. That place, so many people have leprosy, so he got leprosy. So then when he got leprosy, that time there's no science medicine, so everybody stay away forever from family. So he went to retreat, 5 years retreat, solitary retreat. He cured his sickness 100%, completely eradicated, even propensity, means never get ever again. And human point of view, he grow eyebrushes and eyelashes like a rubber more than people. Because this leprosy go, no eyelashes, no eyebrows go. But he get back rubber. So if you look my Lama's photo, look his eyebrows. This is this rubber, very big. And then whole life he can cure so many people. And all medicine he knows, he never learned. All Dharma, Vajra, everything he knows. Since then he become Pandita. And one of his own Lama come and when we finish retreat, he said this Dharma is nectar. Why? Because when he meditate, his vision or sickness or like many insects going to the Dharma and dissolve into the Dharma. So that means his Lama say, his teacher say, oh, this means this Dharma is neutral dasa. Neutral dasa means anybody eat little bit this tiny bit. So then everybody have propensity of liberation. So that's why this my Lama's Dharma, still people mix. They don't have real one, but they tiny things they mix with many other substances and they keep doing still. Still people keep it. Yeah, so one of his teacher exactly said to him, you are equal as Indian Mahasiddhas, like Naropa, Talopa, you understand? This Tujapachimo, this Kalachakra. He said you are equal of them. I never heard any master said to student that, ever. Have you ever heard? Never. Okay, so that's my Lama. Okay. Oh, already late. So I have to stop here. Tomorrow more, we can teach more Saturday, Sunday.
Rinpoche, can you say a few words about the book, The World of Ancient Sages, because we put that together for tonight to be able to share with people?
Oh, yeah, ancient sages is the Jonang history and Jonang Lamas, their stories. Today I tell very little, tiny bit, like one drop of ocean. So if you want to know details, you must know details if you want a blessing and to get your practice got along very well, then you must know it, because you read and familiar with this lineage, incredible, these ones, like 43 generations, right? So that's incredible. So you have to read this, you have to understand this. This is the most important. And each monastery also we have inside there. From India, Upper Tibet, before 10th century, 11th century, and then enter the 21st century. Yeah, all the process. Oh, Shambhala, I didn't much have time to explain today, but we have more time, other time to explain.
Okay, the book, The World of Ancient Sages, will be available to the people in the Kalachakra. It's a reprint of a book from a Jonang who compiled it and published it about 20 years ago. So it's a simple overview of the Jonang lineage.
He's co-author of me. We didn't write co-author, but I asked him to do this, and then yeah, we did together basically.